Hello, I'm Yonatan,
And I'm Edon.
and together we decided to do a YouTube series called Character Customization.
Mostly him.
We don't need to say that on YouTube, Edon.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, we decided to do this because we know a lot of information about superheroes and other fictional nonsense. However, you people don't. I blame you. I blame you. I blame you. And especially you.
And I blame the society.
Fine, society also, but mostly you. Anyway, let's get started. The first character that I decided to do is Wolverine.
Wolverines!
Now, I didn't decide to use this guy because he has the richest history, but mainly because he has the longest history, and I just want to get him out of the way.
So we don't have to do him in the future.
Yeah, seriously, this guy's history is so long. Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory could not keep up with it.
Yeah, just mix George Washington and the old James T. Kirk.
Their stories put together doesn't even match up to it.
Yeah.
Seriously. Don't even try to keep up. Anyway, let's get started. Wolverine. He's a mutant.
Mutations!
He's easily angered.
I'm angry.
And he's had more girlfriends in the multiverse than Batman.
Batman!
Yeah, we don't know how that happened. In all honesty, it makes no sense whatsoever.
Never in the universe.
I mean, sure, maybe I'd understand like 5 girlfriends at the most, but over 30 girlfriends he's had.
Never in the DC universe or the Marvel universe will ever know.
Yeah. You know, he actually does show up in the DC universe at one point. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, another thing about Wolverine is he's Canadian.
Maple Leaf! Maple Leaf!
Now, Edon, this is about Wolverine, not Canada.
Don't you mean Canada?
No, it's Canada.
Oh.
Anyway, he's Canadian. He was born in Alberta, Canada. So, yeah. And since he was also an Avenger at one point, he's also American.
God bless America.
However, I've noticed that due to the fact that Canada is already in North America, that kind of makes anybody born in Canada American. So, U.S. government, figure it out. U.S. citizens, figure it out.
All of you deal with it.
Any other person who really cares about this, figure it out.
And deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it. Like what he said.
Yeah, buddy.
Wolverine was born to Thomas Logan and Elizabeth Hallett in the 1880s and the 1890s. However, due to the fact that Elizabeth was already married, the baby was called James Hallett, or as we know him as Wolverine. Yeah. Now, since James was born to Elizabeth Hallett, who was already married to this guy, John Hallett Sr., the baby was adopted by him. And everybody thought that was his biological son. So, John's father, Mr. Hallett, cruelly punished him because their first son, who died young, made him think that the babies had to be cruelly punished in order to survive.
Yeah, we're glad he doesn't exist.
Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, so as we all know, Wolverine right now is very buff and he's invincible, he can't be killed, he's impossible to defeat.
Yeah, he can only be killed if you cut off his head. Don't you dare do it, audience. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
Or we'll come after you.
Or if you use a Muramasa blade.
Good point.
Anyway, but he was actually very, very frail and ill as a child.
Almost exactly opposite.
The opposite of what he was
Yeah.
as an adult. He also had two childhood friends, which were named Dog Logan,
His
who
half
is-
brother.
yeah, and Rose O'Hara, the girl of the group, I guess.
Yeah.
But Dog, during the adolescence, started to have an aggressive crush on Rose. Now, since Rose did not return these feelings, she ran from him.
Trollolololol.
But James reported this to his adopted father, and John Howlett Sr. kicked both Dog Logan and his father Thomas out of his estate.
Dog is a weird name.
Yeah. But one day, Thomas was drunk, so he decided to come with his son to rampage around the estate he was kicked out of. And he ended up killing John.
Ew. I liked him.
However, James saw this, and in a big rage, he popped out for the first time his bone claws and killed Thomas and horribly injured, but not to the point where he couldn't walk, Dog.
Bye, dog.
And Elizabeth saw this, and since she was already detached from James, she took Thomas's gun and shot herself. Crazy lady.
I know, right?
Very depressed also. But Dog got away and reported to the entire village police and Mr. Howlett that James was solely responsible for killing everybody that died that night. So, James and Rose both ran away together with the help of Mr. Howlett in the end. So I suppose he was actually a nice guy.
Wow.
I
Shocker.
guess he was just looking out or something. After years of running, James Howlett and Rose found a life where Wolverine James could mine for money and Rose could keep track of food and money and other stuff.
Do you think Wolverine would like Minecraft?
I don't really think he likes any video games.
Okay.
And also, this is around the time where he changed his name to Logan in order to hide his identity. And Logan also went under the wing of a man named Smitty, who's taught him the mining practices of the area. And Rose and Smitty also came into love eventually, and they got engaged. But there was this fat guy named Cookie Malone who was very jealous of Logan because Logan was the most popular out of every single one of the miners, while Cookie used to be.
How? He's fat.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Anyway, Cookie Malone, at first, he cut off Rose's and Logan's, rations. Food rations.
Sounds like a horrible
Which
guy.
made Wolverine have to actually hunt with a pack of Wolverines in order to find food.
Wow, the irony.
It's not irony, Tom.
Oh.
And it's not even where he got his name. Anyway, Cookie Malone also cut short one of the fuses to Logan's explosives for the mining, which killed about 5 people.
Murderer.
Yeah.
You call
Nobody
yourself
figured out that it was him, though.
You call yourself a cookie. You're nothing like a cookie.
Yeah.
Except you're fattening.
Yeah, pretty much. But one day, Cookie Malone decided to fight Logan. And Logan won. That day, he was given the name of Wolverine.
Wow, so that's how it was.
Yeah. Vicious fighter, Wolverine, kind of went and went.
Yeah, Wolverines are strong.
Yeah. But then one day, Dog found them.
Dun, dun, dun.
He was under orders from Mr. Howlett to find both James and Rose because he wanted to make amends. But Dog had a different plan. He decided try to kill James. So he decided to challenge Logan, and they fought it out. Logan was able to win. He was about to unsheath his claws and make the final blow, but Rose stopped him. She pulled back his arm, but as he was also angry, he accidentally slashed her.
Dun, dun, dun!
And killed her. And also, seeing as how he had developed a crush on her, he ran away due to the fact that he was very sad about it. And even though Smitty had just lost the girl he was engaged to, he wasn't all that mad. He went after Wolverine just to make things right, not necessarily to get him at him. He wanted everything to go back to the way it was before Rose was killed.
Obviously, that didn't work.
But he was never able to find Logan. After years of failed romances and strange adventures, Wolverine finally found this girl, Itsu Akihiro. The first girl he was able to actually marry and have a happy life with.
Shocker.
Yes, it was a shocker. And he was out on a job one day when Bucky Barnes, also known as Winter Soldier, came along and shot her and killed her. Romulus, one of Wolverine's lover's sons, arranged this and also arranged for a baby who was in Itsu's womb to be taken out and put into a different family. But this was also Logan's baby. And this turned out to be Akahiro. However, he changed his name to Dakin, which meant mongrel. And Dakin eventually turned out to be one of the prominent bad guys that Wolverine has to face in the future. However, he lost his memory of this time, and therefore does not even remember having Itsu Akihiro as a wife.
We'll explain how he lost his memory soon.
Yeah. Wolverine then joined a team called Weapon X. This team included Victor Creed, also known as Sabretooth, who basically killed one of his former love lives, Silver Fox, who was also in the team because she wasn't actually killed, she was supposedly killed. But none of them had a memory of this event, so none of them were angry at each other. This team also included several other characters.
Who we will not name.
Yes, because they are not important to the story. Anyway, Silver Fox eventually turned out to be a traitor and shot Wolverine with a bullet that was able to prevent his healing process for a few days. And this caused Wolverine somehow to regain all of the memories that he ever lost.
That was a stupid idea.
Yes, and in order to bring motivation back to Wolverine, Victor Creed, who also turned out to be a traitor, killed the person that the team was sent in to rescue from a Russian facility.
We shall win this for Mother Russia. Oh
Said
God.
rescue from a Russian facility.
Oh God, we failed. We gotta fight that guy again.
It was actually a girl.
Okay, girl.
Anyway, afterwards, Logan felt so distraught over killing so many people that he left the team and it broke down entirely.